Warning: this podcast contains blasphemy, heresy, and profanity. Proceed at your own risk.
Say no prayers for me, 'cause I'm exactly where I want to be. Yeah, I'm a sinner through and through, and I'll be waiting in hell for you.
Welcome to the Skeptical Satanists.
Oh, and I've been muted this whole time, I guess. Huh. That's a good thing nobody was in here anyway. I'm just trying to figure out how to bring up video and stuff. I was trying to give an update and everything. I've had health issues and stuff going on. That's why I haven't had as much content and stuff going up lately. And I've had a GoFundMe up and stuff. Been trying to just get by right now in between jobs at the moment, trying to figure out life again because um, I've got a disability and I'm trying to figure out if it's bad enough to really fight for disability uh, at this point, or try to take a less physical job. And then I'm juggling trying to figure out pain management for all of this stuff too. It's my back and neck. I've got spinal stenosis and real severe arthritis and stuff. And then, that's affecting my mental health too, and I'm not wanting to go out as much. And man, I'm dealing with cops around here that are just assholes. Got pulled over for turning left on a yellow light on a turn. Um, and the cop tried to tell me that in Ohio, yellow is the same thing as red. You have to stop on yellow. And I've looked this up, and I can't find anything on Ohio laws stating that. Nobody that I know of around here has ever heard of that. I've lived here my whole life and have never heard of it. Um, so yeah, I think I've got local cops fucking with me now, which is nice. For just no reason, other than to fuck with me. Like, all I'm trying to do is take kids to school, my partner to work, and trying to do chores around the house and get groceries and stuff. Like, for fuck's sake, there are worse fucking things happening around this goddamn area that they could be focused on. But yeah, I left turn on a yellow light, a perfectly legal turn, and they tail me a car behind me before I ever even made the turn. But that was their excuse for pulling me over. And everything checked out, like the car checked out, everything was good. They were just fucking with me. I'm so sick of cops just thinking they can fuck with people just because they're cops, because they have a badge. It's I know it's not just me. Obviously, they fuck with other people. Um, it's well, they probably know me and know that I wear makeup and I do things that are queer because I'm queer, and they know that, and they are probably fucking with me over shit like that. It's hard to tell, right? I just know it's awfully suspicious, just weird. I've never in my life been pulled over for turning on yellow. And the dude didn't get the person in front of me that turned on yellow, didn't get the person behind me, didn't get the person behind him. But yeah. Uh, so yeah, that's basically an update lately. Just dealing with life's bullshit and trying to keep sane and figure out job situations, financial situations, and reading about the Rosenhan experiment. I just saw that. And RFK and Kid Rock. I was going to try to bring up the video if I can. I'm still kind of new to OBS and trying to figure out the ins and outs of it. And I've stepped away from StreamYard and those services because they became just very subscription based and not much you can do with them without subscribing. And I don't have the money for that, honestly. I don't have the base for that. I don't have any of that. anybody steps in, let me know if the audio is good or not, too. I'm still making adjustments and things and trying to figure out. Like, I think I got the intro on. It might not have faded out as well as I wanted it to, but um, still working out some bugs. But I'm adopting OBS to my um, I guess podcast and just hobbies at this point. Um, okay, let's see. I know, and this is the other thing. I don't want to bring up like I don't think I have any embarrassing things um on my browser right now or anything, anyways. But like, I don't want to just bring up some random fucking thing and it be copyrighted or some shit. And first, then again, maybe I'm overthinking it. Like, not. I don't have that big of a fan base or that big of a bunch of people watching me right now. Anyway, I guess. Um. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just use this time to fuck around with that. And if something's copyrighted, then I'll take things down. It's not a big deal. I don't give a shit. I'm just still testing things out. So, let's see. And if anybody has any helpful hints on OBS or anything, then let me know. I apparently do not have all of my sources set up yet. So, see, that'll capture. I figured out how to capture, yeah, well, right there it is. It's up, covering up my face. Oh my. Trying to grab that and put it where it needs to be. This isn't really a great, you can't even read that probably. Wish it cut out the other stuff though. I don't like how does it go down whenever I. I don't like that. Let me try another way. Yeah, I've got like a. There's a browser capture option, but it's like it wants a specific site and stuff. That's not what I'm wanting. I want it to bring up like a specific tab full screen. This ain't doing me any good. Whoops. Do that. swear I fucked around with this stuff with people in Discord before attempting all of this, and I'm still got a learning curve. I guess I'm trying to adapt to. Hope everybody's doing well. I don't know if anybody's out there watching or not. I'm not. I got too many other screens on my small screen. If you're feeling generous, I just had a birthday on Valentine's Day. Send whatever you know me as, Jesus or Slew or whatever. You can send me some money at my Cash App, and that would be much appreciated. Um, I'm a one-person show with all of this. I'm doing my own editing. I'm doing all of my own things at this point, other than music, which it's Bridge City Sinners is what the theme's been on here, and got their permissions and everything, and yeah. Dude, I gotta at least be able to bring up images. Here we go. Quickly do this. Here we go. Here they are. Fucking studs of the year. RFK Jr. and fucking. Oh my god. I don't know if they're trying to be like, I don't understand. What's the point of being satirical if you're running the fucking health department? Like, aren't you supposed to be portraying yourself a little bit in a way that's like professional, or it would give you some credence to your bullshit? Like, it's bad enough the dude just run his fucking mouth about snorting goddamn cocaine off of toilet seats and shit, and doesn't take vaccines seriously or anything, and is constantly rambling off weird shit. Which that's another thing. I think that he is. I it just kind of hit me the other day, and maybe I'm just late to the game on getting this, but like, um, I think one of the things he's pushing is like that the purity thing that like there's apparently in like white supremacist groups and shit too, they push this thing of not just purity in race but purity in food, purity in their bodies and their intakes and things, and so a lot of the shit he's saying lines up with that stuff, and I wonder if it's just not another dog whistle to um, those people, because there's an awful lot of other dog whistles that's already been blown, and just Musk with his high his Sig Heil, and you have Trump using a lot of terminology, even the "Make America Great Again" thing that lines up parallel with like Hitler and making restoring Germany to its former greatness and all of that. You've got a lot of things. The Cash Patel's thing with Charlie Kirk dying and his thing of saying "See you in Valhalla." That's another like a Viking thing that a lot of white supremacists uh, take up. That's a lot of their lingo as well that would be used. So, like, I don't know. It seems like an awful lot of all of these coincidences and a lot of brown people that are being attacked with ICE and with um, all of it. So that's an awful lot of coincidences, and then this one stacked on top of it with his bullshit spiel that he's done ever since he's been elected, um, designated. Uh, but yeah, isn't that a fucking weird? Like, does he think, dude? He looks like a 5-year-old boy, like trying to stand up, trying to show his muscles after watching a wrestling match or something on TV. You know, it's really weird. And just an old dude next to you like that with like RFK is at least a little bit more built than what the fuck, dude. It is like, but seriously, you're going to portray health with some old dude that sounds like he's been gargling gravel and fucking smoking Pall Malls his whole life, and fucking talks about snorting fucking cocaine off toilet seats and shits on vaccines and stuff, and then you got this dude that looks like he's on like fucking like like he's crystal meth's brother or some shit. Like he's it's like you took Dr. Phil, fucking Richard Petty, and crystal meth and shook it up in a bag, and that's what you fucking got whenever you fucking emptied it. Was what the fuck Kid Rock is now. Like everybody shit on Prince for fucking his symbols and shit, but look at what the fuck Kid Rock's turned into. Maybe it's just his true form. White trash true form. It is crazy. It looks like they're in a fucking sauna doing a workout thing, and what is going on? Like, I watched the video, and I'm having trouble bringing it up. I guess I could still keep working on trying to fuck with that. But I thought it'd at least show the picture. Um, and this is on, like, it's, I don't know, this was supposed to be a comedy thing or something, or was it, do they know that it's comedic? Whole milk. Oh my god, it is the fucking. So they're clinking and drinking glasses of milk. I only seen like a part of the clip. So I'm reading the description and stuff now a little bit more, and I can't find. All I was able to find was videos just calling out the viral video, and then I did find it on like Fox News had it up. There ought to be a way to capture video. Yeah, I was just reading not that long ago about the food purity thing and the ties to white supremacy and all of that, and everything kind of a lot of stuff made more sense, and how a lot of that shit seemed cult like anyways, and um, the thing about like soy, they try to make soy out to be feminine and shit, and like like I knew that they kind of made fun of liberals and shit over soy and stuff and the avocado on toast shit and all of those things, but I didn't realize it was kind of ingrained into this I don't know, white supremacy blob of bullshit too, which is interesting but sad. Because there's people that buy into that shit that don't even realize what it's all about, what they're trying to do. Bunch of propaganda. Like they're so concerned over. I don't understand. How are you so concerned about processed foods and shit, but then you're supporting the corporations that process the foods, that are doing the things? Like you're buddy buddies with them. And not to mention, like, wasn't this isn't this the same administration that like was fucking promoting McDonald's the first term? Where the fuck is all this health shit coming from now? And from this fucking slob? Like I don't know. I'm not the healthiest fucking person, but I ain't ever had a brain worm. So apparently he like dives into a pool with his fucking jeans on. I don't get this. Are we great again yet? Apparently, this is part of the process. I don't know. I guess I can put up. That's what we'll do. Just change out images here. We're testing things. Isn't this great? All right. Cruising hand in. RFK and meth head Barbie out. Okay. So this the main building of St. Elizabeth's Hospital in Washington, D.C., now part of the headquarters of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. It was one of the sites of the Rosenhan experiment. The Rosenhan experiment, or THUD experiment, was an experiment regarding the validity of psychiatric diagnosis. For the experiment, participants submitted themselves for evaluation at various psychiatric institutes and feigned hallucinations in order to be accepted, but acted normal from then onward. And this is just from the Wikipedia Rosenhan experiment. I know it's not like, it's a bunch of different sources that make up Wikipedia. So, but this is just an overview. You know, each was diagnosed with psychiatric disorder and given antipsychotic medication. The study was arranged by psychologist David Rosenhan, a Stanford University professor and published by the journal Science in 1973 with the title On Being Sane in Insane Places. Basically, he had a bunch of people. He had 10 people go in and oh, it's been alleged that this has been at least part of the published results were distorted or falsified. That's interesting too. This was in 1973. They he did an experiment. He had 10 people go into different I don't know, those numbers don't make too much sense. 5 men and 3 women entered 12 hospitals in 5 states. 3 of the participants were admitted only for a brief period of time in order to obtain sufficient documented experiences. They reapplied to additional institutions. Oh, okay. All right, that says 12. 10. I'll read into it more. 12 psychiatric hospitals. All were admitted to 12, so there must have been 12 people. 7 were diagnosed with schizophrenia, and 1 with manic depressive psychosis. Their stays ranged from 7 to 52 days, and the average was 19 days. All but 1 were discharged with a diagnosis of schizophrenia in remission, which Rosenhan considered as evidence that mental illness is perceived as an irreversible condition, creating a lifelong stigma rather than a curable illness. And it's rumored too that the only people that were able to actually realize that this group of people wasn't um, insane or belonging in the mental hospitals were the patients. The other patients would basically look at these people and be like, "You don't belong here. Why are they here? Why are you here? You're not like us." But the professionals were so focused on just quick diagnosing and shit that they didn't really assess them properly or anything. And it just makes you wonder how much of that stuff goes on in the U.S., especially given the way that we're a capitalist society and the way that it's all based on just capital. You're making money. The rich person's made some money today, so that's all that matters. Stock market's good. Okay, the dollar's worth something because rich people played with money. That doesn't speak to any quality of life or anything like that of citizens here or anything. So, yeah, it just seems like, um, sorry, I got off track. Um, yeah, but I get okay. What I was getting at, where I went off track was that the insurance companies actually they require a diagnosis from mental health facilities within, I don't know, I think it's like a month or something like that. So they want a quick diagnosis and of something that if it's a disorder or whatever would take a while to it might take a while to figure that out because you have to get to know the patient. Um, I've been to mental health facilities that have almost bragged about it that they could, oh, you've had trouble getting a diagnosis. I can get you a diagnosis in a day after we get done talking. I'll have you diagnosed and we'll get you some meds. And it's like that. I'm not a big pharma conspiracy person or anything, but at the same time, we're in a capitalist society, like I said, and people are profiting off of this stuff. Um, so it would be ignorant not to take that into account, and the way that that all seems like a grift. I don't think that's coincidence, and it's a shame. I think that this is still going on, um, to some extent in this country and probably around the world. I don't know. Um, but I thought that was interesting. If anybody gets the chance to read up on it more, go ahead. Maybe I'm wrong. Call me out on it. Um, but that's been like the most recent thing I looked at. If I don't know if the mic was working before or not. I said that I had a birthday Saturday. Things have been tight around here just with budgets and stuff and just getting by. I got denied disability for my um, spinal issues that I'm having and back issues and stuff. I'm still trying to coordinate with pain management to get like a freaking they're wanting to do an epidural and inject medicine and stuff into my back, and hopefully that'll help with some of it. Maybe that'll free up uh, some things to where I can work again, doing maybe some physical things. Because right now it's hard to stand, it's hard to sit, it's hard to drive and for too long, and not to bitch and complain too much, but it's just been a little bit miserable lately. So I'm hoping that things get a little bit better with pain management stuff and with all of that. Hopefully, I can get into more of a regular thing of podcasting uh, and maybe do a little bit more of this live streaming. And um, I want to get some guests on again. I've been talking a little bit to that Aaron Ferguson that I had on previously, and if you get the chance, check it out. Where I had him on, it's one of my more viewed um, videos that I have up on my YouTube channel. But we talk about his involvement in the Children of God cult and him escaping religion, and that was pretty early on too in my coming out of religion. And we also spoke briefly on addiction and stuff, which it's another thing that I've been going through. Is I've had a partner that's a recovering addict that I'm real proud of. That's been doing well lately, but we've struggled for 3 years off and on, and that's been a major issue with it. Has been mental health and addiction and things, and I've gotten to learn a lot more about all that stuff than I ever planned or really wanted to. Um, and I don't know, it'd be interesting to have Aaron back on again and get to talk about the stuff, kind of rehash the subject again, because we had a lot of things I remember talking about that was comparing um, being in a religion to being an addict, and I know that he had drawn some parallels as to with all of that, and yeah, it'd be real interesting to rehash that because I've gotten to actually go to NA meetings and stuff and witness this stuff kind of firsthand and hear the propaganda and different little catchphrases and shit now, and that's all interesting, especially knowing his cult background and stuff. May Jesus rebuke Satan. For what? Welcome, Dinesh. Is that right? EK? Got somebody in the live chat. I was just kind of bullshitting at this point. I've been like I believed in Jesus and stuff for a good while. Like I 20 some years of my life. If you'd like to talk about all of this, I could have you on. Still kind of working those things out. So like if you wanted to step on, like I could set this up, and if you're on Discord, it would be real easy. Should be able to get you right on. I pray for you and family see the light. Aw, that's cute. Um, yeah, I don't need prayed for, especially to like, which religion are you? What denomination are you, Dinesh? I'll type to you. I don't know. You could have your volume down or something. Can you hear me okay? Like I was muted like the first part of this live stream and then figured that out. Classic pray and run. Spray pray. Welcome, Gnarls Oakley. How are you doing? Man, I was hoping to have a conversation with them. Anybody else wants to join in the fun, I'm good with that. Man, I don't know if I know you, Gnarls. I'm I'm doing okay. Yeah, I'm kind of easing into my morning. I've got usually two toddlers and a baby, a 9 month old. So right now the 9 month old is napping, so I'm finally able to live stream a little bit. I've not been live for quite a while now. That's what I was talking about earlier. Like I've been dealing with just issues and stuff, like medical issues and stuff. I've got spinal stenosis and extreme uh, arthritis and stuff in my back and shoulders from construction over a decade. So I've been dealing with that and all the mental issues that go along with it, but I'm still here, still kicking, still watching RFK and Kid Rock fucking tag team health and with their pure cocaine and meth fueled fucking sauna workouts. But think I'm about to step off screen for a minute and refill my coffee. Dad went through bad sciatic issues, back stuff's no joke. Yeah. Oh, I appreciate that. It's been coming on to me for a while, and I've went through these stages of like um the shit of growing up as a boy and stuff, and having them act like you've got to, I don't know, be manly or some shit, and have to, hey trees, um have to tough it out or something. Like I've been trying to overcome that mindset and everything, and it's hard because you get assholes that just want to dog you constantly whenever you say that your back's fucked up and that you're when you're as young as me and everything. It's like, but I've been to the fucking doctor. They've told me. I've been through several scans. I've been dealing with this for the past 5 years or more, and I'm just now getting to where it's like I'm getting enough scans and things happening to where I've figured out that I've got spinal stenosis, and I'm dealing with arthritis and shit, and trying to figure out a game plan at this point. But yeah, the RFK workout video was weird. Yeah, it's I don't know. Like I said, it seems like Kid Rock anymore is just like you took fucking Dr. Phil, Richard Petty, in a bag of crystal meth and shook them all up together, and that's what you got. That's what we get now. He's already white trash enough, but now he's just neo-Nazi white trash. Really stepped up his game over the years. All right, I'm gonna step away for just a minute. If anybody has any questions, and like class is in session, if anybody has any questions. No, whatever. I'll be right back. Methadonians. Yeah, I'm part of a group called historical and mythical Jesus, and I think that they've left out the third, the methical, the Methadonians. They're making a comeback. RFK's sure of it. I wonder if they're just amping things up to join like what is it, World Wrestling Entertainment now? Vince McMahon's shit. Now that McMahons are involved in politics, like, are they gonna all just blend together? Are we just gonna get like, oh yeah, and the UFC guy too is on board, so we're just gonna get all kinds of just fucking promotional shit out of Kid Rock now, RFK. That's what it reminded me of. Like a horrible version, like a really shitty version of the old WWF fucking promos that they'd cut. Like if you had a little kid trying to do them next to his grandpa. Hope everyone had good holidays and good New Year and all that. Still recovering. Joe Rogan's probably going to join him soon. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's he's gonna grift whichever way the wind blows, I suppose. It's funny. I saw him. Somebody was talking shit on him recently. Thought somebody famous had called him out recently for his shit talking about for his fucking flip flopping and stuff that he just did. I can't find it now. I don't know. Rogan platformed the Epstein list. What Epstein list? There's no Epstein list. Trump verified there's no Epstein list. You mean like he platformed everyone on that list? He definitely did a lot of grifting for the people on that list. Like that was like there's a certain like I can appreciate a podcaster or a comedian just being like, I don't fucking know. You know, why are you coming to me? Like Bill Burr, I've talked about that before. Like I appreciate that kind of candid thing from him that he's like, you know, what there are better people to fucking interview over these things. Why are you coming to me about politics? I'm a fucking comedian. I'm here to be a clown. Like, why are you talking to me? And then there's the Joe Rogan thing where he just like only only seems to say that he's stupid whenever it comes to being called out on the shit that he's platformed. Then he wants to step back and play dumb Joe, and then it's like okay, there's only so much you can play dumb and put one foot in and one foot out and Trump, Barry Weiss, RFK Jr. Yeah, yeah, he's in deep. I mean, I think he's probably a useful idiot with nationalist leanings. Yeah, I I started to get real suspicious whenever he started leaning real heavily into the anti-trans shit, which is, ugh. Wonder if Joe. Yeah, I don't know. The other thing is the connection with Weinstein, um, with Epstein. I wonder how much of that was a funnel, like for the Epstein Island shit. And honestly, dude, I think this is my, I don't know if this conspiracy or what you want to call it, but like my mind just goes to this almost seems like there was a just like this was a rich person thing to do, you know, like, oh yeah, some that's, I don't know, pedo Joe over there going to Epstein Island. Like it seems like that was a fucking like bottle service for them, was to offer up kids or some shit. Really sick. Seems like a fucking everybody like there's people across the world. Fucking ex Prince fucking Andrew or whatever the fuck his name is. He just got fucking arrested for Epstein involvement. It's all got roots in Israel. Yeah, yeah, that's a coincidence too, ain't it? They have they all are, yeah. The transphobic shit, all of that shit seems to just all tie together with Israel too. It's all the same puppet puppet masters. I guess what I was getting at though too, going back to what I was saying, I think that the unfortunate part of it is that like this was more or less bigots, rich bigots, fucking getting together and making. I think they made. This was the rich bigot meeting place. Democrats are paid opposition to APAC. Yeah, yeah. Um, they seem to yeah, they've got the same Zionist fucking horseshit. I just found this coin, and I think this is the one that my brother will know, that Richard gave to me before he had passed away. Somebody that went to our church. This is a American Bible coin. It might be worth something according to here. Yeah, money speaks in bipartisan. Here, I've got a Christian coin for these people that is like Bitcoin, but worth less, worthless. Um, the special limited solid bronze coin will never be minted again. The fine quality and great rarity is certain to evoke demand by collectors. It hasn't. It runs at like $10 to $15. um, but this is an American Heritage Bible coin. Isn't that the same foundation that's causing all of the shit today? This is the 1984 one. Whenever, dude, I just can't believe how much fucking bullshit. This was from, I don't know, the Charleston Mint. I don't know if that's, yeah, South Carolina. American Bible Facts. our nation's symbol. The Great Seal, first created on June 20th, 1782, and later refined in 1904, is recognized as the pride of American heritage. They that wait upon the Lord shall I renew their strength. They shall rise up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Remember that fucking shit. Good. Bring up Christopher Columbus. As if this is 1984 shit. The voyages of Christopher Columbus. Columbus believed the Bible pointed to the earth being round and rejected the modern theories of his day that the earth was flat, which just so happens to be an absolute fucking bunch of bullshit. Uh-oh. Did we have somebody come in and say some naughty things? Who the fuck are you? Sweaty Rise. Yeah, I found that out later though, that the whole thing about the Earth being flat and that belief being a popular thing or whatever back then, that was all bullshit. Like nobody ever really believed that stuff until more recently in history, when a bunch of fucking idiots decided that flat Earth was the unprovable fucking hill to stand on. Just preaching. Oh. Out of all the fucking metals to make a coin out of, too, they chose bronze for this limited mint not to exceed 1 million. American Heritage needs to come out with a fucking American Heritage Shine Turd. Fucking sell those things. You work with a flat earther? No way. Are their heads flat too? Really? A non-Trump supporting flat earther? That's interesting. Don't they try to base that shit on biblical things too? I kind of thought that was like all the same crowd. Yeah, the firmament. Above and below the firmament and all of the horse shit. I don't know. I've heard some crazy fucking. Apparently, I'd floated around in those chats for a little while, or got to see some of those flat earthers talk, but I never got to meet one in person. that I know of. Like maybe there's some smart enough to be embarrassed about believing in flat Earth shit, and they just keep it to themselves. I doubt it though. Curious. What else is in the news today? Andrew Mountbatten Windsor arrested and in custody on suspicion of misconduct. Yeah, I mentioned that. Eddie Snooky Nutting. Sounds like a fucking porn star name. Eddie Snooky Nutting passed away at 90. Apparently, she wove some legacy into Wheeling. I don't know, maybe she did. I shouldn't say that. I don't know the woman. Maybe I should click on it. They've clickbaited me. Wheeling Historic Preservationist. She worked to create historic districts and to preserve and protect Independence Hall and the Wheeling Suspension Bridge. So much for that fucking shit. They talked about redoing that suspension bridge and stuff, and now they aren't even going to reopen it to anything but foot traffic, and it looks like it's just going to be a there. There's not going to be anything historical left on it. Got some kind of visitor center and shit they're building over there. Everybody's pissed. Wheeling's getting pretty shitty. Like they've kicked out homeless people and fucked with their encampments and stuff, and people aren't very happy with them. Like most of West Virginia and their government. Ohio bill aims at creating blackout license plate. What? Ohio drivers would have a black background with white letters or numbers. The bill added the blackout shall not display the slogan Birthplace of Aviation or any county identification stickers. Just because they look cool, I don't. Is this really what these fucking idiots are like voting on right now? They're trying to fuck up the weed legalization. But yeah, we need fucking goth license plates. That's what we've been missing in this state and in this country. Guess the Olympics are going on. I don't know. I'm not into any sort of sports that much. Politico. Just bored of peace. Yeah, we got so much peace we're just bored of. Greenland now. Greenland Row reopens after U.S. Senator calls Danish Prime Minister Little Lady. God. Uh, I don't know if everybody caught the fuck's the governor in West Virginia now? That dipshit. Guess he misspelled the state's name. West Virginia. Morrissey. That's his name. Patrick Morrissey. About as worthless as the singer, Morrissey. Isn't he a conservative too? Is that just running there? Is that just run with the Morrissey name? Dude, how relevant was this guy ever anyway? What was his popular stuff? English singer, lyricist, and animal cruelty campaigner. Campaigns for animal cruelty or against it? That seems. The Smiths was the rock band he was part of. I thought he came out with a bunch of bigoted, dumb shit that he said recently, though. Am I remembering wrong? Look that up, Jamie. It's from the UK, so I don't know, like advocating for right-wing, anti-immigration, and nationalist positions in the UK. That's weird. I always find that weird whenever you like find a celebrity that's pushing for something like animal rights and then they're like Nazis. Filthy animals, those vermin over there, but don't kill this cute little dog. There's a lot of people that do that shit in this country, though. I never realized how like normal that is here until you start talking to people that are outside of here. Like the thing of valuing like different animal life more than humans. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap things up there. But it was good getting to jump on again and bullshit a little bit. Glad you guys jumped in, and interact a little bit, and got caught up some. Um, Stay tuned. I'm gonna try to get some content up as soon as life allows me, and I'm gonna try to do this live streaming thing a little bit more, and maybe do some gaming and stuff up. I don't know. I'm still experimenting with OBS and everything. But if anybody would like to be on as a guest, I've also got another podcast idea that I'm building, working up to at some point, and if you'd like to be involved with it, it would be more Socratic based and less political, and I don't know. It's going to be a completely different kind of platform and mostly interview based. So if anybody's interested in that, talking about their beliefs and stuff, let me know. Hey, welcome. I was just wrapping up from a bunch of babbling on about nothing and crazy dumb shit going on in the news. But hope everyone has a good one, and I will